So you agree, and when Mr. Peter Obi says, I'm going to do only 4 years, that is sacrosanct, isn't it?
Oh, yes. I personally believe him. And I don't think, based on what I now know about him, will renege. I don't think he will change his mind when the time comes. And we are all gentlemen, even though we have accepted to put it even on paper.
You've signed it on the dotted line?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
As a party or between you and Mr. Peter Obi?
Both. We have done one for the party, and we have done another one between the two of us.
What was the agreement between you and him?
Well, the agreement is what you said, that after 4 years, he will come and work together, team together as a group, as a party, as friends, brothers, and so on, and involve everybody to work together so that after his term, or our term, of 4 years, 2027 to 2031, then it comes back to the north, and that is the general agreement.
Hello, everyone. I'm sure you've seen that video there, and it puts to rest a lot of the innuendos and insinuations that have been coming from different quarters on this whole issue of one-term presidency. You've seen Mr. Malarabi Musa Kwankwaso saying that himself and Mr. Peter Obi have actually signed, an agreement that Mr. Peter Obi was going to do only one term. And as a party, the Nigerian Democratic Congress also made it out that it was something that had been signed, that Mr. Peter Obi was going to do one term to fulfill the 2 terms of the South, and then power was going to shift back to the northern part of Nigeria. A lot of people have tried as much as possible to use this as an avenue to discourage people from voting for Mr. Peter Obi, especially people from the northern part of Nigeria, because they say that, if you do that, then it will mean that the South will want to do 3 terms, having seen the fact that Mr. Tinubu, of course, rigged office and got himself sworn into office in an election that he obviously did not win. And that is one of the things that has been tried to use against Mr. Peter Obi. Even when we talk, and we've shown with evidence where Mr. Peter Obi had publicly said as far back as 2022 that he was only going to do a one term. But this time you have something that is written, something that is an agreement that has been written by both of them. And you can hear Malarabi Musa Kwankwaso there saying that the Mr. Peter Obi that he knows today, he believes is a gentleman that is going to keep, to his word. I have spoken. I remember before this whole, I think that was sometime either 2024. I don't think it was 2025. I think it was earlier than 2025, around 2024. I had a conversation with Mr. Peter Obi, and I sat down with him and I said, sir, I need to get this from you, because for me, when I'm someone who is very mindful of, keeping my words. When I say I'm going to do something, I follow it through to it. Yes, there are certain, and of course, there are certain situations where certain things will change, that you get to not change your mind on certain issues and do things depending on how the situations are. But to a large extent, so for me, sticking out my head, when I stick out my head, I put in everything. I'm a very passionate person. I always tell people about that. And it can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing, because sometimes you're consumed with what you want, and just that you're consumed about standing for the right thing and doing the right thing. You might end up losing personally. It might affect you. For people who are able to just shift their way, they tend to get more on the short run. But for me, I feel that the fact that my word is my bond and it means something is something that I hold very dear. So I went to Mr. Peter Obi and I said to him, sir, on this one-term issue, what is it? Is it one? Because I need to be, if I go out and I say to people that Mr. Peter Obi has said he's going to do only one term, it's going to mean that indeed he's going to do only one term, not the one that I'm saying that, and then he's coming out to now, do another thing entirely. And he said to me, Aisha, I've always said to you that it's only one term that I'm going to do. And he made that confirmation that it's only one term. I said to him, if you're doing more than one term, me, I'll be on the other side. I'll be against you, honestly. And for me, I've said it before, I'm going to repeat it again. If 2020, by 2027, Mr. Peter Obi wins this election by the grace of God, he gets sworn into office, he finished, and then 2030, he's coming to say that he's running for president again. Aisha Yusufu, I'm going to be on the opposite side, holding him accountable. I'm going to be on the opposite side, calling him out. I'm going to be on the side campaigning against it. I'm going to use everything, the same mouth and manner and energy. In short, I'm going to double it. What I'm using now is what I'll use to campaign against him, because Oga, you said you were going to do one term, and based on that one term, when we came out, there are people who believed us, who looked at us to tell them the truth, and they believed us from what we've heard from you, and they're going about it. And so hearing Rabi Musa Kwankwaso also coming out saying the same thing in terms of there's a gentlemanly agreement, it puts to rest a lot of things for those who are skeptical, for those who feel that, oh, let him not come and say he's doing extra. He has said he's not going to. He has put it in writing. It has been put into writing, and he has said this publicly. And being the person that he is, like I said, he's someone that wants to be seen in the light of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela only did one term. If Nelson Mandela had stayed on and refused to leave and continue with second, third, fourth, he probably wouldn't be the Nelson Mandela that we are seeing today. If what's his name, the one from Mugabe had done what Nelson Mandela had done, he would have died a hero rather than dying a zero. So there are few things in life that somebody has to look at and make decisions that then affect the way they are seen, the legacy that they will leave behind. Peter Obi, like I've always said, is someone who is very interested in leaving a legacy, a positive legacy behind. So he will not be coming down on changing his words. And for those who are skeptical or scared or don't want to see, so you've heard it from Rabi Musa Kwankwaso's mouth. Peter Obi have said it repeatedly before that this is the agreement we have. So please put that aside. Let's ensure that we are bringing in everything we can to ensure that Mr. Peter Obi wins the 2027 presidential election. In the meantime, also, we are also going about also campaigning for candidates across other positions who have competence, character, capacity, who are not going to be betrayers, who are courage, who are optimistic and hardworking and have empathy to continue to work in ensuring that Nigeria becomes that country where the child of nobody can become somebody without actually knowing anybody. So there's a lot of work that we have to do across the National Assembly, that's the Senate and the House of Representatives, and also the gubernatorial election and the state houses of assembly. All of this working together is how we'll be able to get that country that we all are yearning for. So whatever agenda they want to do, I saw one of like Atiku supporters coming out to say, hey, Kwankwaso knows that Peter Obi will not do. Maybe his Atiku will not, his words don't mean anything and he will not do it. So he should stop projecting on Peter Obi. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.